We would like to give a big shout out to our sponsor, Sonic Electronics, so check them out for great deals on speakers, head units, amps, subs, wiring, etc. Use discount code PROVOBEAST for an instant 5% off your next purchase during checkout. PROVOBEAST here, doing another how-to video. This one specifically is going to focus on how to add a second battery in your car, secondary battery, generally for car audio installation. We're going to show you how to wire a second battery, the best configuration for it, the best way to fit it in your trunk, and really starting from there. So as you can see here, we've actually built this board for a Nissan Versa. It fits perfectly in the back trunk area since the Nissan seats don't fold down. This little board here allows us to mount multiple things here. Now essentially, we have a couple of fuses here, we have some miscellaneous wire, we have our amplifier, and our secondary battery. The way this is going to work out, visualize this being the inside of the trunk, but this will be in a vertical position instead of horizontal here. We're going to have a main line in from our front battery, and we'll show you here. Here we are in the trunk. This main blue wire here is from our front battery, and our battery is obviously connected to the alternator. The other end underneath the hood here, that's where that blue wire comes in. We've pulled the fuse out just so it's safe to work on, but that then goes to our positive on our battery. From our battery, obviously hooks into our alternator for a charge. Now from our ring terminal up front, it'll hook into here, and we're gonna fuse it back by the trunk as well. It's always best to fuse it as close to each battery as possible. So this will go through this ring terminal and hook into the positive or secondary battery. Now this is our amplifier one, out from our positive, also through a fuse, and it's gonna go right to our amplifier. So really this fuse bank is from our battery up front, and this fuse bank is to our amplifier. Just a general overview for you. Our ground here on the battery, we're ground to the chassis, and our ground on our amplifier, well, we are also going to ground to the chassis. Okay, so for the ground for our amplifier, what we did is remove our seatbelt bracket. Allows us to get to the threading that's right over the unibody of the car. This is one of the best places to ground an amplifier and or a battery. So what we've done is using a wire brush is we've cleaned that off super well, and what we're going to do is also clean off that end, and in between the bracket and the body we're going to use our grounding. Put that right there, and then that end will go to our amplifier. So we're gonna go ahead and get that all bolted up. Okay, so on both sides we got our two grounds, all good to go. One's for the battery, one's for the amplifier. Now I cleaned both sides of this bracket, and I cleaned the body itself. Free of rust, free of paint, it's all good to go, just for the best connection possible. Alright, so to hook up a second battery in your car, a couple of things here. As we talked about on the test bench, you need the charging wire, which we showed you. Is this lighter blue wire. This lighter blue wire comes out from the front of the car, and I have it fused. In the event there is a short circuit back here with this battery, that fuse will pop. It shows a 100 amp fuse, just so we're pretty safe with the amperage that we'll be pulling, but that'll come in from the front battery and alternator through that fuse to charge this battery. Now from the positive terminal we'll actually go through again another fuse, which will go over to the amplifier. So if the amp has an issue or if there is a short circuit somewhere, this right fuse will go as well. So that's really how that's all hooked up. The ground on the battery goes to the chassis, which we showed you before. Just a nice clean ground here on the body of the car. We used a seatbelt bolt and made sure the paint was all clean. So that's how you hook up a second battery here in the trunk. As you can see, we chose a 5-channel amplifier. Now down the road we have plenty of space on our homemade board here to add multiple amps, but this one will do us for now. Thanks guys for watching the channel. We appreciate your support. Like I said, if you have any questions, go ahead and post them below. Thanks again for watching, and we will see you in the next video.